What is up everyone, welcome back to another Gunpla video. It's been a while and I don't usually do unboxings. This is going to be the first one in a long time. The reason is I know this thing's going to take me ages to build. So I kinda just want to get something done and I think this will be really interesting. Verka kits don't come out that often. I'm usually not the biggest fan, to be honest. I really feel these kits are more for the hardcore builders. There tends to be a lot more parts, a lot more decals, stuff like that, and a lot more problems in general. Kits like the Sabers are absolutely perfect, same with the High-Nu, but the new Gundam, it needs a lot of extra love to actually stay together, and don't even get me started on the Victory Gundam. But anyway, let's get this thing out of the box. Okay, so first off, the shop where I buy these always tends to hold the box together with this kind of plastic stuff. This right here, it might be hard to see on that side, flip it around. But yeah, pretty much this stuff right here, it's kind of like it's not necessarily tape, it's kind of like a sticky plastic that doesn't really stick. It sticks to itself, but doesn't damage the box or anything like that, so that's pretty cool. Also, the prices on here, all the things they stick on are on here. So as you can see there, that cost me 5,600 yen. But anyway, let's take a quick look around the box before busting this thing open. As you can see, the box art is absolutely sick. I know the angle isn't the greatest right here, but you've seen it already. So there is the left-hand side of the box, Mobile Suit FA-78 Full Armor Gundam Thunderbolt Verka. That is quite the mouthful. Move that over and there is what the finished kit will look like without the armor on, which looks like a really cool version of that classic Gundam look. Move it over a bit further there and there is what it looks like once it's all put together, as well as everything else that it comes with, the armor, the shields, the guns. This thing is going to take forever. Absolutely forever to build. Let's flip that around to the right hand side there. We've got more text as well as this super awkward picture of the Gundam. I mean, half of it is like just missing there. That's really strange, but anyway, moving along. And there is what it looks like with all that armor on. This looks amazing. So far there's not many Gundams coming out this year, but the ones that are coming out are pretty damn awesome. Anyway, there it is from the back, as well as some other details, but hey, we'll see all that later on once this thing is built. So let's bust this thing out and see what we've got. Okay, so let's take a look at these bags one by one. There's the first one. We've got some parts for the shield, as well as I'm going to guess for those arms that hold onto the shields. This is in an off-white with an almost bluish hue. So that looks pretty cool. So far so good. Second one here on the right, and what we've got in here is a lot more white parts. Seen a lot of the parts of the arms. The surface detailing here looks really damn good so far. Anyway, on to the next one. The next one here on the left, and what we've got is the beam sabers. We've also got a lot of the navy blue segments, and around here we've got a base in black. That's something I did not know before getting into this, that this came with a base, so that is pretty impressive. A lot of master grades have this recently, and that is awesome. Next one then, it looks like we have some orange parts. Parts for the shields, it looks like, as well as those missile pods. Next then we've got some more navy blue. Again, some nice surface detailing on all of that. Parts of the feet, as well as what looks like the shoulders. Heading over to the right now, what we've got here, some polycaps. Again, something I wasn't expecting. I thought this would be polycap-less. But apparently we've got some more of those kind of bluish white toned whites, as well as this section here that we've got some clear green, some maroon for the waist segments, as well as a lot of grey and some yellow down here. I have to admit, I'm surprised these clear sections here come in green. Usually with a lot of model kits like this, you'd expect it to be in just a colorless clear, so you can paint it whatever color you want. Either that or expect an alternative set of these that's just in, you know, colorless clear. So for those who want to paint it, that might be a bit of a bummer. It's not the worst color, but still, I thought it would have some clear parts as well. But then again, it might. I haven't seen everything yet. So next up then is a lot of grey parts, dark grey, and I'm going to assume that makes up a lot of the inner frame. Moving now on to the next one, and what we've got here is a lot of nice dark maroon. Again, this looks like it's for the shields. Some other parts, maybe the missile pods. Around here we've got another dark grey. I think maybe more inner frame. It's hard to tell through the plastic. Next up, more dark grey. Let's lighten that a bit so you can see. Again, I just have to assume that this is more inner frame. Next, and probably one of the biggest runners in here, is this one here in grey. It looks like it has some parts, I'm guessing from here, of the weapons. So far that looks good. Some maroon around this side, some more shield sections. There are the foils. Let's get a closer look at that. So what we've got there is the yellow for the eyes, green for some of the cameras and lenses, and we also have what kind of looks like a bit of a carbon fiber type look to these ones right here. Anyway, on to the next one. And next up then we've got this, and I'm not sure, this is the rubber stuff that goes between the joints. I've also never read the manga, so I don't know why they have it. Other mobile suits seem to do fine in space, but in Thunderbolt they seem to use these. Of course, if you know, let me know down there in the comments, but anyway, flip that around, and there is that big Verka sheet of decals. And yes, before I forget, these are water slides. Next in here then we have the manual. So your typical looking Verka manual right there. Pretty thick as you would expect. There is the front page with a look at the Gundam, looking good. That folds out, showing all the parts, all the armor, what you expect it to look like when it's finished. That looks incredible. There's the pages showing all the runners. Is it just 2 pages or is there? Yeah, there's more. And of course then it's just all the instructions, just like you would have seen hundreds of times before. Open that up, there's nothing in the middle there. Doesn't look like there's any more pictures. Nope. Just a color guide and how to stick on all the decals. So far, this looks like it's going to be a bit of a monumental task. So lastly in here we've got some advertisements. The first one here is for Gundam Online. Man, I completely forgot about that. I can remember I was kind of excited when I heard of it first, but then it kind of just faded away. Does anybody even play that? I have no idea. There's so many free Gundam games. The mobile game, what is it, Gundam Strike or something like that? And then there's the one on the PS4, Gundam Battle Operation or something. But anyway, there's an advertisement for that. Next up in here it seems to be a bit of a manual, and this just seems to be a Bandai thing. There is that new version of Barbatos that's coming out. And from this picture right here, I haven't looked at it much. I've seen bits or pieces. Personally, I prefer experiencing Gundams firsthand, not really through pictures and stuff. But this right here looks pretty cool. Quick flick through that. There's upcoming Build Fighters Gundams, which I will be reviewing. On to the next page anyway, and there we have some custom Gunpla. It says here, basically it says here, customize your high grades and make your own custom Gunpla. Next up then is the new Barbatos. Again, this looks pretty cool. The more and more I see it, the more and more I like it. However, this guy over here, I didn't like the Astaroth, so I'm not sure how that will turn out. Next up across here, apparently there's 2 more upcoming Gunpla Expo. One is in Ikebukuro, and the other, I guess, is the standard one, is it? What it says up here is Orphans no Fuyu, which is like Orphans Winter, so I guess it's something to do with Iron-Blooded Orphans at the 2016 Winter. I don't think they've ever said that before. It's in November when it usually is in the UDX. Over on this side then, Gundam Builders World Cup 2016. Some of the new Macross stuff. Haven't yet checked out any of that or the anime. Maybe I should. Here's some more. As well as those busts, which look significantly better than the Kira Yamato one. I actually made the build video for that, but somehow deleted all the footage. That's why that never came around. This one in here like that. The next one in there. And the last part up here like this. And literally, that looks more like Kira Yamato than this weird spud head here. Total spud. Then what we've got over here is the Dragon Ball Z figure eyes. They look pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of model kits that are characters like this. It works for Gundams, but not so much for figures, I don't think. There is some Yokai Watch around there, and what we have here? Geki Drive. I have no idea what that is. Okay, and there's the back, so that's enough about that thing. Bye-bye. We've still got more in here, and this is a thing you take a picture of to do a survey, and you can win Gunpla stuff. And last off then is this, the Weapon and Armor Hanger. So this is an expansion for the full Armor Gundam. It looks like we may have 2. I'm going to assume it's 2 weapons in the one kit, not 2 separate ones for like nearly 3,000 yen each. That'd be a bit much. Well, why don't we look and find out? Nah, it does not seem to be on here yet. However, this looks absolutely sick. It does say from here, Hachigatsu, so that is August. You can make your order. I may or may not get this. Depends on how good this kit is, but I expect it to be pretty damn good. And that is it. That is everything. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will be back again as soon as possible with the review. I don't know how long this will take to build. Again, just like I said in the beginning, if you want me to review it without the weapons, without the armor first, like a really quick first part and then a second part, or would you like to see it all in one big review? Let me know in the comments and I'll do whichever one seems the most popular. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.